My name is Reese Jacobs, and I'm a junior here at Sturgis Brown. This past weekend, we went to Sioux Falls for the state tournament, and we had actually quite outstanding performance as a team, and I ended up winning state at 170, pinned every kid that I had at the state tournament, and our team ended up sixth as an individual team, and then we got fifth in the dual state tournament. So pretty good, solid performance, and I'm very excited for next year.
Maiden Whirlinger, the 195-pounder for Sturgis. I had a pretty good state tournament, ended up fourth. Tough last match for sure. Had a close match in the semis. It was 2-1 going into the final period and scored a takedown. The other guy did in the last 2 seconds, so close match, but definitely better than last year. And hoping to do better than this year, next year.
My name's Tegan Zabrowski. I wrestled 113. I'm a sophomore. I made it to the semis, had a tough match against the 1 seed. Went to the backside, won, and then I lost to the T kid by 2, which was tough, but ended up fifth, so that was good. The team wrestled good. We got fifth as a dual team and sixth as an individual team, so that was awesome.
Zach Jules, I'm a sophomore. The state tournament this year was pretty good. We ended up really good as a team. I ended up a little bit worse in my seeding, but I still went out there and placed after not winning a match last year, so pretty pleased with myself, the team, how we ended up as a dual team, almost upsetting Stevens and beating T, and then beating Harrisburg in the 5th and 6th consolation part.
I'm Madison Snyder. I'm a sophomore and I placed 5th at the state tournament.
I'm Brooklyn Brandt. I'm a sophomore and I placed 8th at the state tournament.
I'm Brooklyn Baird. I'm in 8th grade and I placed 3rd at the state tournament.
I think I improved a lot this year, especially at state. Even if I got the same place, I think I did better since there was 8 girls last year and 16 this year. I just also improved, just in general as a wrestler this year, a lot better.
I agree with that statement. I feel like I've improved a lot too, but over the season and from last year, even though I got 8th place, and there was only 7 girls in my bracket last year and I got 5th, but this time I'm better than half of the girls that were chosen to be at the state tournament. It was an interesting tournament because I wrestled with girls that were a lot more difficult. It's not what I was used to. You just get put in tough situations and have to make the best out of it.
I also agree that I got a lot better since last year. I won a lot more of my matches and just was a lot more skilled in general this year. So.
I think we just need more girls in general. If you are on the verge or on the line of joining, you just need to take that step over the line and join. Conquer your fears. Come on, it's not that bad. Just do it. Just join the team. Be a wrestler.
And if you join the team, you can hang out with us, and we're super awesome. So
yeah.
Do it.
Just join the team. Just do it.
And we're Sturgis High School visiting with the Scoopers head wrestling coach Mike Abell to recap the state tournament.
Yeah, it was a heck of a year. We had ups and downs all year, sickness, injuries, but the state tournament came together. Kids wrestled well. On the individual side, we placed 8 kids. Going into Friday night, we had 4 guaranteed in the top 6. We put 4 guys in the semifinals, and then we had 8 guys in the blood round. In that blood round, we were only favored in 1 match. So it was scary on our side. We didn't want to give the kids any extra nerves, but we knew if we only put 1 kid in on the backside, that we weren't placing as a team in the individual tournament. So the kids, they got us going. Caden Nelson was the first one to win the blood round. He had a crazy match where we were the 5 seed. We got beat in the quarters, and the kid that we wrestled to place was the 3 seed that got upset first round. And it was a kid we had never beat before. We lost to him twice or 3 times during the season. So we were pretty nervous about that one. I think he was too. Being a senior and having that kind of weight on your shoulders of I might not place, I might get beat out. And he went out there and got a huge win, hurt his knee in the process, and then just steamrolled his way back to 3rd place. Had a tough road in 3rd and 4th. He beat a kid that beat us in the quarters, and that was, we beat him basically with 1 good leg. And so I was super proud of him. But yeah, we ended up winning 4 matches on the backside. Caden, Braden Temple had a great state tournament, upset a kid right out of the gates, caught him on his back. We were getting beat pretty good, and we ended up getting a pin out of it. And then he placed in that blood round, or got a big win for us, a pin in that blood round. Perry Kettleson beat a kid that we hadn't beat from Stevens all year. And then Zach Jules getting in on the backside too. it was a great round to get those 4 guys in and solidify ourselves as a top 6 contender. Nothing was guaranteed, but then we came back that, Friday, because it was a Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So we came back Friday, and the guys wrestled really well. We got, a couple thirds out of it, 4th, a 5th, 7th, and I think 2 8s, and then a state champ with Reese. So the individual side was a great tournament.
And Coach, always great to have a state champion.
Oh, for sure. Reese Jacobs he's a unique individual. He's extremely hardworking. He's a talented kid. He kind of has everything you would want in a wrestler. Sometimes there's, your most talented kids aren't your hardest workers, and you got to kind of try and beat that out of him. And he's not one of those kids. He has everything, and he wants, more out of his wrestling career, or whatever you want to call it. He puts the time in the room. Great kid, great attitude, listens to the coaches. He's not, bigger than any situation. He's very, a very grounded individual, and he works his butt off. And so I couldn't be more proud of him. Obviously, we would have liked to have a couple others in the finals, but that's just kind of the way it goes sometimes. The state tournaments, it makes dreams and breaks dreams, and so how you pick yourself up for some of those that had their dreams broken is, it tells a lot about yourself. And then for Reese, getting what he wanted, which was another state title, was a huge thing. He had a great weekend. He was one of 2 athletes that I've had in my 18 years coaching that scored a perfect 30 points at the state tournament. Nate Roeder was one of them, and then Reese Jacobs is another. And so I don't think he understood what he did until it was done, and I explained it to him, but it's a pretty special thing.
Yeah, that's real difficult to do.
Yeah, for sure. And one individual scoring you 30 points is huge when you're in a team race. That's a lot of points.
And how about the state dual tournament?
State dual tournament was fun. We've wanted to be a part of it. Last year we had a ton of injuries. At the point where we had to petition into the dual tournament, we knew we weren't a tie. And that was when they only placed in top 4. And we knew we weren't even close. And so, we actually held out last year. We just weren't ready. And so this year, knowing the team that we had coming in, and it was something that I wanted, the kids wanted it, and I'm glad that, it's not just me making that decision. We make sure the team wants to be a part of this. And so on Saturday, after the long 2-day state tournament, going into the duels, we told the kids we were beat up, banged up, bruised up, that we wanted to be here. This is something that we wanted to do. We were ready to make weight again for that 3rd day and compete at a high level. We drew Stevens. We were the 7 seed. Steven was a 2 seed. That was our first round match, and we made some moves to try and beat him. And I had it penciled out. I couldn't figure out a way to pencil it out where we were on top, and with us bumping our 220 to heavy, and if we won the matches I thought we could win and got bonus where I thought we could get bonus, I had it coming down to the last match. And we ended up losing one match that I had penciled in as a win, which costed us. And then we had 2 others where I had us getting bonus that we didn't get them. So the duel got out of reach, but I think we gave Stevens everything they could handle. We gave them as much as they wanted. We had them on the ropes there for as long as we could. And it was a good fire starter for the team. Going into that next duel, we knew if we won, we were wrestling the 6 seed T. If we beat them, we were guaranteed 5th or 6th. So going into that duel, T has a lot of firepower down low. From 106 to 152, they're tough. And we knew we needed to weather the storm, not give up bonus in certain situations, and get bonus where we could, or even get wins where we could. And we did. We got caught in a couple weight classes down low that we weren't expecting to lose as bad as we did, but we made up for it. And it came down to heavyweight. And we bumped our 220-pounder, Zach Jules, again up to heavyweight. And I told him going out there, I think it was like 32-30. I said, all you got to do is win. All you got to do is win, and the duel's ours. And so it's a lot of pressure on him for a sophomore. And going up, the kid was probably 40 pounds heavier than us. And the kid tried to throw us and fell on his back. And the kid's a good kid, too. And we ended up getting the fall and winning the duel, and the team went nuts. And it was, a memory that those seniors and those kids and those coaches will remember. And it wasn't, memory's a memory. It wasn't us winning a state title, but that's where we deserved to be. And it was kind of our place that year. We weren't ready to chase a title yet, but being a 7 seed and upsetting the 6 and getting into that consolation championship was huge. We had Harrisburg for the 5th and 6th place match, which we had beat at East-West duels this year. It was probably our biggest dual win. But the stars kind of aligned in that duel, and I didn't know if we could do it again. I told the kids going into that duel, one team was going to be okay with getting sixth because there wasn't as much on the line. You had a plaque. It was just, is it going to be fifth or is it going to be sixth? And I told them, we were not okay with getting sixth. And we got the rally going at 13. We buzzsawed through some weight classes, got some big bonus points, and it came down to the final match was 106, and we had to get a win to win the duel. And so we put a bunch of weight on Corbin Bunch, and he went out there and got us a fall, and the team smothered him, and it was a huge victory, team and individual. And I couldn't be more proud of the kids for fighting through that adversity. Kids that didn't place at the state tournament, their dreams weren't made, and then coming out and performing for the team was awesome. And so, because not one person's going to help us win those duels. It took 14 individuals, whether it was a win or a loss, and not giving up bonus points. Everybody mattered, and it was a great weekend. And leaving Saturday night, with 2 plaques there's nothing more we could ask for.
Coach, congratulations again on a great state tournament. Suppose you're already looking forward to next year.
Yeah, we just got done with our team meeting. We told our guys that we can't be okay with where, coming in next year where we left off this year. We got to improve in the off season. Our girls had a wonderful state tournament, and we told them the same thing. We got to recruit more girls. Our girls held on to 6th place. They could have got a team trophy, just the 3 of them, for a long time at the state tournament. We ended up 10th, but we were only a couple points out of 6. So we get a couple more girls in that room, and I think, we could be a team that could podium on both sides, the guys and the girls. So we're excited for next year already. It's a long ways away, but off-season starts today, and our kids are, I think, already focused and excited about what the possibilities could be next year.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you. As always, we love having you guys, and, we appreciate all the coverage you guys do for the Black Hills schools.